The following program is presented by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.
The Young Men's Preparatory Academy takes on Coral Reef High tonight on School Duel. Welcome to School Duel, where 20 high schools from Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties battle it out in an academic tournament for South Florida bragging rights. And of course, the winner gets to walk away with a school trophy from EDCO, a $1,000 check for each student, courtesy of Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union, and so much more. Now, with that much at stake, let's take a quick peek at the brackets for this week's game. As you see, the second round matches Young Men's Prep versus Coral Reef High in what is going to be quite a showdown. The winner between the two schools will be moving on to the quarterfinals. So let's hear it for Coral Reef and Young Men's Prep. But wait, there's so much more during the show. Each student will compete in the Chick-fil-A challenge. Here, the student with the most correct answers throughout the show will win Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich meals for a year. Sounds delicious? Yeah. That's what I thought. All right, before we get started, let's take a minute to meet this week's competitors from each school. Let's start with the Coral Reef Barracudas. We will start with Adam. Adam, you're a senior. What do you plan on going next year to college?
Yale University.
Congratulations. Next up, we have Carlos, who's a senior. Where are you going next year?
Columbia for economics, hopefully.
All right. And then we have Arturo. He's a senior. Where do you plan on going?
UPenn.
Good for you. And the captain of Coral Reef's team is Nick, a senior. Your plans?
Dartmouth College.
Good job. All right, guys. Now, let's go ahead and meet your competitors. They are from Young Men's Preparatory Academy. We're going to start off with Maurice, and you are a senior. Maurice, where are you going next year?
Florida International.
Good for you. All right, Ricky, you're a senior. What are your plans?
I'll be going to FAU.
Good for you, too. And Adam, a senior as well. What are your plans for next year?
Hopefully to go to New College and graduate in economics.
Good, all right. And the captain of Young Men's Preparatory Academy is Joseph, who is also a senior. Last but not least, tell me, where are you going to school next year?
Columbia University for mechanical engineering.
Very, very interesting group of young men on today's episode of School Duel. Let's give it up for Coral Reef and Young Men's Preparatory Academy. Should be an interesting game. It's an all-male ensemble. I'm outnumbered here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first round is called the warning shot. Here it's school against school, competing with toss-up questions directed at, of course, the entire group. Each question is worth 10 points, and if a question is incorrect, the other school gets one chance to steal the points. All right, schools, are you ready? Yeah. All right, gentlemen, prepare for the warning shots. First question deals with insects. A group of bees is a swarm, and a group of gnats is a horde. What is a group of ants? Nick.
A colony.
Correct. Good job. All right, moving along, we're going to deal with your rights. What right specified in the First Amendment is violated if a city government refuses to allow a group to gather to protest actions of the mayor? Arturo.
To peacefully assemble.
Very good. All right. Next deals with art origins. The name for what form of art is derived from the French word coller, meaning to stick or to glue? Nick.
Collage.
Very good. All right. Moving along, we have the District of Columbia. Washington, D.C. has how many voting members in the House of Representatives? Joseph.
3.
Incorrect. Coral Reef. Nick.
1.
Incorrect. That will be none. They are the only states have members in the House. Remember, it's a District of Columbia. Moving along, pop stars. Born in Canada, named this pop singer, famous for his YouTube videos, and whose recent album is called My World 2.0. Arturo?
Justin Bieber.
Very good. Justin Bieber. JB. You all love JB, right?
Yeah, of course.
Constellations. The North Celestial Pole is currently located within it. Give either the two-word Latin name or two-word colloquial name for this constellation that also contains the North Star. That would be the Little Dipper. Moving along, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Where Am I question. All right, contestants, you will be given a famous location and a clue, and then asked to tell us the name of the place described. Are all my gentlemen ready?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, here we go. New York consists of 5 boroughs. Name the borough that contains this building as well as the New York Stock Exchange.
Manhattan.
Yes, Nick.
Manhattan.
Very good. All right, moving along, we will deal with authors. Name the British author whose death in 1963 came long before the recent movies that feature his lion character, Aslan, and the land. Yes, Adam?
C.S. Lewis.
Very good. And also the land of Narnia. That's what I was going to say. All right, moving along, this will deal with legislation. Though often used by U.S. presidents and state governors, it can usually be overridden by a 2/3. Yes, Adam?
Veto.
Veto is correct. Well, and that buzzer means the end to the warning shot round. We have Coral Reef with 70 points. Young Men Preparatory Academy has 0. But don't worry, there's a lot more school duel to be played right after these messages.
Win an iPad from School Duel and Bright Star Credit Union. It's easy. Go to schoolduel.tv. Submit the correct answer to the Bright Star question of the week, and you're automatically entered into the drawing to win an Apple iPad. You can also vote for the player of the game on schoolduel.tv. A new winner is announced each week based on your votes, and all votes lead to the top player of the season. Visit schoolduel.tv. Everyone is welcome to play and vote. Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
to team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
Thanks again for joining us and welcome back to School Duel. Our first round of action ended with Coral Reef leading 70 points. Young Men's Prep has 0. But there is so much more to come as we enter round 2, the joust. Here, one player from each school competes head-to-head with a 10-point toss-up question. The school that wins then gets 3 bonus questions worth 5, then 10, and then 15 points. All right, schools, are you gentlemen ready?
Yeah.
Good, because it's time to joust. Starting off with Nick and Joseph, here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. This is about what scandal? It is unlikely that President Nixon knew about the break-in itself. The attempt to cover it up afterward was the mistake that finally forced him to resign. Yes, Nick?
Watergate scandal.
Very good. All right, Coral Reef, you guys get all of these bonus questions. And they all deal with President Richard Nixon. Bonus question number 1 is worth 5 points. What was given by President Ford to former President Nixon, which eliminated any chance that the latter would serve prison time for his involvement in Watergate? Yes, Nick?
A pardon.
Correct. Good job. Bonus question number 2 is worth 10 points. Which was the main political issue during the presidential election involving Herbert Humphrey, George Wallace, and Richard Nixon? I'm sorry, that's Hubert Humphrey. Adam?
Vietnam War.
Very good. Correct. Bonus question number 3 is worth 15 points. Gerald Ford was one of 2 vice presidents under Richard Nixon. Name the other. That would be Spiro Agnew. All right, Arturo and Adam, come on down. It's your time to joust. Gentlemen, here is your toss-up question worth 10 points. This American sporting event is known for being the most expensive to advertise on, with 30 seconds TV spots costing, yes, Adam?
Super Bowl?
Correct. And those 30-second TV spots cost over $3 million in 2011. The following bonus question, Young Men Prep Academy, is worth now 5 points, and they all deal with the Super Bowl. Here's question 1. This female artist became infamous for her wardrobe malfunction during the 2000 Maurice?
Janet Jackson.
Correct. Good job. Here's your bonus question number 2 worth 10 points. What NFL franchise has the most Super Bowl victories? Maurice.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes. Good job. And bonus question number 3 was 15 points. What city has hosted the Super Bowl the most times? Maurice?
Miami.
Yes, good job. All right. Ricky and Carlos, come on down. It's your turn to joust. Here's your toss-up question, which is worth 10 points. If using proper typing techniques on a standard keyboard, what hand is used to type the word address? Yes, Ricky.
Left.
Very good. Very good, Ricky. All right, Young Men's Prep, we're back at you. The following bonus questions all deal with typing. Bonus question number 1 is worth 5 points. If you put in long hours at repetitive hand-intensive tasks, such as working on an assembly line.
Carpal
yes,
tunnel.
Wait, Joseph?
Carpal tunnel?
Yes, you do receive carpal tunnel syndrome. All right. Bonus question number 2 is worth 10 points. When placing your hands properly on a standard keyboard, what letter is under your right pointer finger? Joseph?
F.
Incorrect. That would be a J for the beginning of your name. Bonus question number 3 worth 15 points. On a standard keyboard, which symbol appears above the number 1? Yes, Joseph?
Exclamation mark.
Yes, good job. All right, last but not least, we have Adam and Maurice. Come on down. Here's your toss-up question worth 10 points. Name for the planet known as the red planet. Yes, Adam?
Mars.
Good job. All right, Coral Reef, this is yours. The following bonus question all deal with Mars. Bonus question number 1 is worth 5 points. On Mars, what kind of physical feature is Olympus Mons? Yes, Adam?
Mountain.
Very good. All right. Bonus question number 2 is worth 10 points. Mars was one of the oldest of the Roman gods. He was the son of Jupiter and Juno. His son, Romulus, was supposed to have been the founder of what city? Nick?
Rome.
Yes, good job. And your last question is worth 15 points. What meteorological phenomenon on Mars was first documented in 2008 by the Phoenix lander when it beamed a laser into the sky? That would be snow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that buzzer right there means the end of the joust. We do have Coral Reef leading with 130 points. Young Men Prep has 70 points. Please don't go anywhere because we'll be right back with more School Duel after these messages.
Are you interested in learning about TV production? Be a part of the Broward Teen News Team, South Florida's only team-produced news show. Experience working at an actual TV station while learning on state-of-the-art digital equipment. We offer positions in everything from studio crew to school reporter. And for the more experienced students, we offer advanced credits as part of our internship program. If you're a student in Broward and you want to be a part of our team, then we've got a spot for you. For more information, go to www.browardteennews.org and click on Join Our Team.
Have you considered taking your high school courses online? Broward County Schools offers free virtual education for middle and high school. Courses include regular, honors, and advanced placement in all subject areas. Take one course or take a full course load all online. Broward Virtual Education welcomes homeschool and private school students. For more information or to enroll, call us at 754-321-1100 or visit us online at www.bved.net while there's still space available. BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
again for joining us and welcome back to School Duel, where local high schools match wits to see who will be this year's School Duel champion. Now, this second round match has the Young Men's Preparatory Academy competing against Coral Reef High. Over the break, we did have to make a correction with the score. Coral Reef has 120 points versus 130 before the break, and Young Men's Preparatory Academy has 70 points. We are now ready for the rapid fire round. Here, each school will pick a category. They will then try to answer 10 questions within 60 seconds from that category. Each question is worth 10 points. The other school will then get a chance to steal any missed questions. Now, since Young Men's Prep is trailing, they will have the opportunity to pick their category first. Today's choices are foreign features and make a statement. So, which category would you like, Young Men's Prep?
Make a statement.
Okay, great. All right, schools, gentlemen, here comes the rapid fire round. All right, Young Men's Prep, make a statement. In this category, you'll be given hints about a U.S. state, which you must identify. Each question is worth 10 points, and you will have 60 seconds to answer them. So, cue music, and let's begin. This was an independent country for 10 years before joining the U.S.
Texas.
Gambling is the primary source of revenue for what state?
Nevada.
The capital was originally at Portland, but later moved to Augusta.
Oregon.
Which state east of the Mississippi has the longest coastline?
New Orleans.
State nickname is the Potato State.
Idaho.
Name the most southerly of the United States.
Texas.
What state is named for the father of waters?
Michigan.
What state is between South Dakota and Kansas?
Iowa.
State home of the University of Notre Dame and Purdue?
Indiana.
Bill Clinton was governor of this state before becoming president.
Arkansas.
All right, Young Men's Prep. Coral Reef, you have the opportunity to steal any questions they got wrong. Young Men's Prep, you'll do the same to them. So starting with, the capital was originally at Portland, but later moved to Augusta. Yes,
Maine.
Adam.
Maine.
Correct. Which state east of the Mississippi has the longest coastline? Adam.
Florida.
Florida is correct. Name the most southerly of the United States.
Florida.
Yes. Carlos?
Florida.
You said Florida? Incorrect. That'd be Hawaii. Next question. What state is named for the father of waters? That would be Mississippi. Last question. What state is between South Dakota and Kansas? Yes, Adam?
Nebraska.
Correct. Good job. All right, Coral Reef, here are your questions. They all deal with foreign features. In this category, you'll be given hints about a foreign country, which you must identify. Remember, you do have 60 seconds to answer these questions worth 10 points each. Are you ready? And cue music, let's begin. Location of D-Day and the Louvre Museum.
France.
5th largest country in the world and located in South America.
Brazil.
Its capital is Santo Domingo.
Dominican Republic.
The dragon is an insignia for what country?
China.
This nation opposed the UK during the Battle of Britain.
Germany.
In what country is the Leaning Tower?
Italy.
The largest island in the Caribbean Sea?
Cuba.
Mahatma Gandhi led the independence movement in what country?
India.
What country controlled Cuba until 1898?
Spain.
Southeast Asian country divided in 1954 and reunited in 1976?
Vietnam.
All right, good job. You got it all right. Young Men's Prep, I don't have any questions for you because they didn't miss any. So congratulations, Coral Reef. And that buzzer means the end to the rapid fire round. We do have Coral Reef still leading with 250 points. Young Men's Prep has 120 points. Let's go ahead and take a short break. We'll give them a short break as well, and then we'll be right back for the final showdown.
In 1973, Chick-fil-A founder Truett Cathy created the Leadership Scholarship Program,
encouraging Chick-fil-A restaurant employees to further their education.
Since then, Chick-fil-A has awarded more than $28 million in scholarships
to team members who excel in the classroom, serve their communities,
demonstrate a solid work ethic, and possess a desire to lead.
So we say, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Truett. It means a lot.
Chick-fil-A is the proud corporate partner of the pursuit of higher education.
Improve your money skills with Bright Star University. At Bright Star University, people of all ages can log in to learn more about finances. Just choose your age-specific category and pick from a collection of interactive financial topics, including the Visa Financial Football Game, where your team scores by answering money management questions. Just go to www.brightstaru.com. Bright Star University is brought to you by Bright Star Credit Union, proud sponsor of School Duel on BECON-TV.
BECON-TV would like to thank the following sponsors for making School Duel possible.
We are back with more School Duel for you, and we've got a good second round match going as Coral Reef leads with 250 points to Young Men's Prep's 120 points. It is now time for the final showdown. This is the last round. Schools will go against each other with toss-up questions, but this time these toss-up questions are now worth 20 points. And remember, if a question is incorrect, the other school can steal the points. All right, gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes.
Yep. Good, because it's time for the final showdown. Our first question deals with degrees. How many degrees are in 3/4 of a circle? Maurice?
270.
Good job. Moving along, cities. At one point before the Civil War, its slave market was the largest in America. Name this U.S. city just above sea level whose French Quarter somehow escaped. Maurice?
New Orleans.
Very good, New Orleans. Mountain routes. What passage through the Appalachian was discovered in 1750 and named for William Augustus, Duke of Cumberland? Now one, that's Cumberland Gap. All right, moving along, nonfiction. This biography is about what author? Invincible Louisa, the story of the author of Little Women. Nick?
Louisa May Alcott.
Very good. All right, moving along. U.S. stadiums named after a chewing gum magnate. Yes, Ricky?
Wrigley Stadium.
Very good. Also known as Wrigley Field. Systems. Though it has been adopted for both Japanese and Korean use, it is still most popular in English-speaking libraries. Name this system that classifies. Yes, Nick?
Dewey Decimal System.
Very good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, or in this case, just gentlemen, all my contestants are gentlemen today. It is time for the Who Am I question, brought to you by Hungry Howie's in Davie and Hollywood. Now in this question, you'll be given up to 4 clues about a famous person and asked to tell us his or her name. Are you gentlemen ready?
Yes.
All right, I love to hear that deepness. Yes. All right, here we go. He was born on December 30th, 1975. His true first name is Eldrick with a middle. Yes, Maurice?
Tiger Woods.
Correct. Awesome job. That was pretty quick there. All right, we're going to move on to eye physiology. Reflex contraction of the iris of the eye causes a reduction in the diameter of what, Nick?
The pupil.
Good. All right, good job. It was right there, right? All right, moving along. Historic documents. A copy of it was recently sold for nearly $4 million. Though it was worth far more than that to blacks living in America when it was published during the Civil War. Yes, Joseph?
Emancipation Proclamation.
Very good. All right. Moving along. Authors. His recent book has chapters that include financial crisis and Katrina and discusses the 8 years of his presidency. Yes, Nick?
George W. Bush.
Very good. Silky science. Scientists now know how to make silk stronger by injecting the chromosomes of silkworms with genes from this animal that also creates its own material. Joseph?
Spider.
Very good. Gentlemen are on a roll now. Scouting tools. Invented in ancient China, it is still used by Boy Scouts to figure out where they are now. Yes, Nick?
Compass.
Good. Mythic men. Name this son of a titan who, in myth, was forced to hold the sky on his shoulders. Yes, Adam?
Atlas.
Good. All right. 80s movies starring Michael J. Fox. Name this classic comedy film. Maurice?
Back to the Future.
Yes, very good. Chromosomes. What is the usual gene combination in a female chromosome? Yes, Adam?
XX.
Good job. Oh, there's the buzzer, and that sound brings an end to this second round school duel match as Coral Reef wins with 390 points. They held on to their lead the entire time, but Young Men's Prep, you guys did an awesome job as well with 260 points. Now, Coral Reef, this win puts you into the quarterfinals. But I'd like to say right now, great job to all of you gentlemen. And it also brings an end to the Chick-fil-A Challenge. And today's winner is, my drum roll, please, Adam K. from Coral Reef. Congratulations. Congratulations, Adam, on your Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich meals for a year. Make sure to share it with your friends and family, okay? We want to thank all of our sponsors at this time for making School Duel possible. And, of course, we want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our website at schoolduel.tv, where you can have a chance to win an Apple iPad courtesy of Bright Star Credit Union. And, as always, make sure that you tune in next week to School Duel Wednesday at 7 p.m. as Suncoast High takes on Royal Palm Beach High in the next second round match. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
School Duel was brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Bright Star Credit Union.